Many years back when I was doing my A-level history, there was a paper called European History. In that paper, there was a very interesting reference to Ottoman Empire. It was referred to by other European powers as the sick man of Europe. Today, I'm tempted to use the same reference to the Luhya nation. The Luhya people are populous, a powerfully constituted community in terms of numbers in this country, with almost zero impact on the national politics of Kenya. There was an interesting development. On the 26th of December, a couple of days ago, there were two serious Luhya meetings. One was at Mbale in Vihiga County, presided over by CS Eugene Wamalwa and Honorable Musalia Mudavadi. The other one was somewhere in Khwisero, presided over by Atwoli, Francis Atwoli, and Raila Odinga. There was an interesting debate following these two meetings in social media. The person who set off the debate argued that there was only one Luhya meeting in Mbale. The other one was a fake meeting held by fake leadership. Some people tweeted and said there was nothing fake about that meeting. Indeed, the leaders in Khwisero were also serious Luhyas, including Raila. That is a debate for another day. But it gets me thinking and wondering what is happening to the Mlembe nation. Because 2022, whether we like it or not, the politics of this country will be played differently. It will be kind of boardroom in what is going to be like teams. So there will be a team comprising a president, his deputy or deputies, if the constitution goes through, prime minister and his deputies or deputy, if the new changes are put in place, and the people will approach 2022 as teams, kind of tag teams. And therefore, the people of Mlembe nation must look at what is happening in other regions. In the coastal region, 001 Sultan is there to take care of the interest on the table of the coastal people. Kalonzo Musyoka, with a little disturbance from here and there, will handle the Ukambani region. Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, despite the noise from neophyte politicians, will handle Mount Kenya region. Raila Odinga is firmly handling Nyanza region. People from Rift Valley are willing to die for William Samoei Ruto. I heard Musalia Mudavadi say, and I think he's using advice from some people around him, that he should not be asked to be too much in Western Kenya. Instead, he should move and seek friends. I want to advise Mudavadi for free. Don't pay me. Uhuru, people listen to him because he carries Central Kenya with him. People listen to Raila because they know he carries a big constituency. I've said the people of Rift Valley are willing to die for William Samoei Ruto. So when he sits on the table where things of this country are being discussed, as indeed is going to happen in 2022, people listen to Raila and they will listen to Ruto and they will listen to Sultan, they will listen to Kalonzo and the rest because they know those people have their communities and other constituents behind them. So anybody who advises you to ignore your region is not telling you the truth, Musalia Mudavadi. Consolidate your region so that when you meet other people, they know you have a region behind you. But if they know you have no base, even if they gave you that job as a compromise candidate, they will know it will be them doing the job. You could be in State House, but somebody somewhere else who knows Karen or Dennis Pritt Road or in another place calling the shots. So it is not true that you can move out before you consulted the Luhya nation. So I found those two meetings provoking me into thinking. We are unique. We cannot be coastal, we cannot be Rift Valley, and we must look for a unique way as Western people, because I come from Western, of consolidating our region. My advice to you people of Western is your approach will be different. Look for a political leader who you can front, But before you start the search for that political leader, the people of Mlembe Nation, you require a leader, a community leader, a man who is not going to seek political office. And that is why I suggest to you people of Western Province, look for a non-political leader like Francis Atwoli. Let him be the community leader. And let him lead the search for a person you'll front in 2022. Because 2022, like I've said, is about boardroom, is about tag teams. That person should be a person who has been identified through this serious search. And that serious search is possible when you have the likes of Atwoli, people like Atwoli, for example, being the community spokesman or among the top leaders looking for that leader. I also advise you this. Don't search in vain. Fix your eyes on 2022 for the presidency or the prime minister position if the constitution is changed. But don't fix yourself on 2022 in a rigid manner. You can say we are going for 2022, but if realistically we stand no chance, we shall put our eyes on 2022 with that leader you have identified in mind, the political torchbearer. In the meantime, if you are organized and you look for a community leader, and I'm suggesting for you, Francis Atwoli, if you are organized and you have a political community leader who is not interested in politics, who is honest, who is a man who can make friends within and without, and you identify a serious leader from among the crop of leaders you have Boni Khalwale, you have Oparanya, you have Mudavadi, you have Wetangula, that community leader together with other leaders will pick one of those people, and he will be there when the community is discussing its own interests, so that even if you don't get the top two, you will get the deputy positions, but with your eye firmly on the prize in 2027. If you listen, not to small advisors around you. Open your eyes wide. Look for serious advice. Take my advice, for example, of you, all of you together looking for a community leader. A man who will speak on behalf of the community. And that man should then lead the search from among those I've said and even outside those four. If the community is to make its numbers useful. Because you have such a numbers that is a shame that you have no impact on national politics, my fellow Luhyas. This must change as we go towards 2022. Let me see people saying, yes, this is a leader from Western Kenya.